Hello everyone, Latin here with another Go Battle League video, bringing you my Obstagoon team in the Ultra League. And this dark and fighting type has tremendous potential in the Ultra League. So let's go straight into the battles. And as my lead I have Cresselia, a shiny Cresselia. Now before I begin to talk about this Pokemon, let's look at the simulation from PvPoke. In this matchup, Cresselia actually loses if the Giratina chooses to commit shields to the matchup, and of course if it's running Shadow Sneak, which does super effective damage against Cresselia's psychic typing. Now Cresselia is such a good pick for the Ultra League. It's possibly the best Pokemon you can power up right now for this league because of its tremendous bulk and the recent changes to Moonblast, one of its charged moves, requiring less energy now to power up and with a chance to debuff your opponent's attack. And here I go with one more Moonblast. If my opponent does not shield this, his Giratina will go down, but he chooses to use his last shield, so I switch into my Giratina. Usually if you go one shield up and your opponent has no shields, switching is generally safer, and my safe switch Giratina is one of the best switches in the game. As we see in the simulation here, Giratina running Shadow Sneak actually beats the almighty Registeel in an even shielding situation or an advantageous shield situation. And with all of these tanky Pokemon in the Ultra League, you find yourself getting more opportunities to switch out from a Pokemon and save it for later. And this is what I do here. I bring down the Registeel to a manageable HP level and bring in my Obstagoon, which does super effective damage with the counter, but they switch into their Swampert, and this Swampert has no shields to protect it. Added to that, I got the attack boost on that first Night Slash, so that just made a good situation great. This is going to drain so much life from that Swampert. It's about to go down. No need to shield this. I'm going to save my shield for the Registeel because I cannot tank any of the Registeel's charge moves. This Obstagoon is going to sweep this whole team. Down goes the Swampert, out comes the Giratina, and it eats a powered up Night Slash, goes down. And I have the shield to protect me from the Registeel, and it's about to get countered down, and that's the end of the game. And going into the second matchup here, another Cresselia Giratina face-off. Giratina usually wins, but I stay in. While that is going on here, look at the charts from PvPoke showing you Cresselia, Registeel, Giratina, the three most meta Pokemon versus the most common Pokemon you will meet in this league. The X's show favorable matchups for each Pokemon, and look at how good Cresselia is in this league compared to the other two. It has favorable matchups against almost all the featured Pokemon. Even in unfavorable matchups, an attack debuff from Moonblast can totally switch the battle. And so my Cresselia is almost down, but I think I have one more Moonblast ready. I reach it, but I lose the CMP tie, and my Cresselia goes down. That's a lot of wasted energy there, so I'll have to make it back up with my Obstagoon. Now you'll notice I'm not carrying Cross Chop on this Obstagoon, I'm carrying Hyper Beam instead. Cross Chop, I just realized Cross Chop really wasn't adding much value to the Obstagoon. Yes, it would be good in certain matchups like Alolan Muck, but having the nuke alongside Night Slash can totally turn a match, as we see here. I was able to build up a lot of energy on that Giratina, and this Gyarados doesn't even know what hit it. A Hyper Beam to the face. The word is that Gyarados is still in the intensive care unit at the hospital. And I face off against a Lapras. My Obstagoon's counters will do super effective damage against the Lapras. And that Obstagoon was able to take a big chunk of life down from that tanky Lapras before going down itself. Out comes a full health Giratina altered. Yes, it would take super effective damage from the Ice Beam, from this Lapras, but I do have a shield and the Giratina is at full health, so there's no chance of this Lapras winning. And you see I'm posting up my IVs, Pokemon's IVs. As I have said before, you don't need the best IVs, just reasonably good ones, and your Pokemon should do well. And down goes the Lapras. That was a good game, good performance by all of my Pokemon. Third matchup, I meet the absolute worst face-off I can have with my Cresselia. Cresselia stands no chance against the Registeel. It's probably the one Pokemon that Cresselia has no chance against, really. So I switch into my safe switch, my Giratina, one of the best safe switches in the game right now. In Ultra League, they bring out their Cresselia, and this is also a favorable matchup for my Giratina. If I look to invest shields into this matchup, but I won't. My plan is to just take down as much life from this Cresselia as possible, and then bring back out my Cresselia to finish the job. The Shadow Sneaks do super effective damage against the Cresselia, and I get a shield, very good. I'm going to maintain this shield advantage going into the second matchup here with my Cresselia. I know my opponent still has a high health Registeel waiting in the back. They bring in a Charizard. I'm not going to bother using my Fairy attack, Moonblast, because it's resisted by fire, so I go straight Future Sight. And I take down a chunk of energy from that pesky Charizard. And one more Future Sight should do it. And I'm able to take down the Charizard without using any shields. I need those two shields for my Obstagoon to face off against this Registeel. Obstagoon, despite doing super effective damage against Registeel with counter, it needs as much shields as possible, preferably 2 shields, to win against Registeel, because it cannot tank a Focus Blast from Registeel. And here goes, they bring out their Cresselia, and it goes down to a Night Slash. The good thing about Obstagoon is it's able to hold its own against the 3 top meta Pokemon Registeel. It gives super effective damage with counter against Registeel, super effective with Night Slash against Cresselia and Giratina. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay in touch for future Go Battle League videos.